I kind of already shared. A little bit of my data results in the last question. So what I thought I'd do with that was actually show you how I track student data and how exactly I did this. So I have a notebook, a planning notebook. Looks like this. All right. First Coast High School all the way up, Mr. Harris, my planning notebook. And inside, I keep several things for students, notes, guided notes, things like that. And as far as data is concerned, this year we had a 60% goal as far as Algebra 1 is concerned. Last year, I believe it was 40%. And so under here, for my data, once I get past all the guided notes and things like this, I break my data down into a couple sections. First section being module exams. So how the students do inside the classroom on those module exams where it's only one or two standards covered. And I actually have it broken down. And the goal for the students was to have about a 70% on all module exams. Honestly, as you can see with the data, we fell kind of short, but that was the goal for them, was to have about a 70% on all module exams. The second piece is the standard proficiency. So actually looking at each standard individually and how proficient the student was on it. We score our standards 1 through 5. A student is proficient at a level 3. So I would keep these levels here, as you can see. And each student's proficiency for every single standard is listed. And I would just keep this for each student. Even now, I keep it this year as well for each and every student, just to see how close they're getting to proficiency for each and every standard, no matter how many times we test that same standard. I also have a section in the back for state test. So actual mock exams or any type of state testing that they've done, I'll keep these in here just to track their growth, whether they've already taken it or they're planning on taking it, or when they do take it, I make sure I update it. And I keep this in here for each and every student for each and every state test that they take in math. And I keep this so that I understand where they are and where they need to go. And for the state exam, again, we wanted a 60% this year. Last year was a 40%. I was at about 35% last year for proficiency, and at a goal of 40%, I was about 5 percentage points off, which is not an overall loss, but could I have done better? Yeah, I definitely could have done better. And this is the way that I've tracked students previously. I've experimented with a couple student trackers, but as far as the way I tracked, this is how I kept my students together and kept their data together, and how I made sure I tracked as far as they grew, how much they grew, and by how many points. And it also helps them so that they can see when you do your data chats with them, they can see exactly how much they've grown, where they have to go, how much further they have to go in order to really become proficient and master the standards and not just do well.